Right, so today we have some monumental breaking news that you're probably not going to believe, but a billionaire has done something bad. Or more specifically, a TikToker who is married into a billionaire family. So let me explain. So there's this TikToker right here called Lost Etiquette, which is actually quite ironic when we get into this story, but she just posts like your standard TikTok videos. As you can see, she's recently got married. And the family that she's actually married into is the Asplundh family. As we can see here, it says Asplundh Tree Experts, that's their company, pays largest civil settlement agreement ever levied by ICE. Yeah, we will get to that later. It's not great. But yet also according to Google, the Asplundh family was named America's 103rd wealthiest family in 2015 with a net worth of $2.6 billion according to Forbes magazine. They're doing all right, to say the least. Which I believe is probably why Katherine here felt like she could do what she goes on to do, as we'll see in just a second. Because a post has recently went viral, and it was actually originally posted on Reddit, as we can see here, Katherine Drisc Asplundh harassing me, but then it was also posted on Twitter, which is where it went a lot more viral. As we can see by this post, a very small influencer married into a billionaire family, and I'm absolutely dying over her demanding this Insta handle. It's got 117,000 likes and 7.7 million views. And I think it's fair to say that Katherine comes across as very, very unlikable in these messages. Let's actually have a read. Hi, I was wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married and this is my new name. To which the person that she's messaged that's made this original Reddit post said, hi, congrats. That's my name too. I just googled and it said sending my username would get me banned from Instagram. To which Katherine responded saying, I purchased my username in the past and actually that's not true. Celebrities do it all the time and that's how they all have their handles as their full names. So weird, I didn't know there was another Asplundh family out there. There's no Katherine Asplundh in our family. Now so far this starts off as a fairly normal conversation, but progressively gets a lot worse because Katherine then messages before this other person's had a chance to reply saying, I see that you're not active on here but started Instagram in 2018 but change your username 3 times. Is there any way I can get you to change your username 1 more time? To which the person replied saying, this is my Finsta, I use it for private stories, I don't want to get banned, sorry. I actually don't believe that your name is Katherine Asplundh. Who would make their Finsta their actual name? I reported you to Instagram and they're actually able to tell me your real name. I really hope I don't know you because that's going to be really embarrassing for you. I mean, what a strange message to send someone. All you've done is message them asking if you can have their username on Instagram. They have every right to say no, and now you're going at them saying, I don't even believe your name is real. And what, the reason why she's jumped to the conclusion that this Katherine Asplundh is a fraud is because who would have their Finsta name as their actual name? I'm assuming probably quite a few people do because you still just put the account in private. People can't look at your profile, it still has the same purpose. But yeah, don't worry, it gets a lot worse because this person responded saying, you can report me. And Katherine responded saying, just did, and my fiance is too. Like, she is actually fuming that this person just didn't give over their name, like, at the first time of asking. You're asking me to do something to get my account banned. I doubt Instagram would take that lightly. I'm asking you to change your username because you were pretending to be someone you're not. I mean, fucking hell, she is so confident about this. Based on absolutely nothing, by the way. She even said, like, I hope I don't know you because that's going to be really embarrassing for you. Like, she's jumping to conclusions and thinks someone has, like, a vendetta against her, you know? One of her enemies has, like, stole her name on Instagram, which just isn't the case. Now, this person tries to explain and saying, like, my name is Katherine, to which Katherine said, which is illegal, obviously carrying on from a previous message, I assume, to which Katherine, who's receiving these messages, said, nope, you asked to purchase my username, which goes against Instagram rules. I just reported you. To which Katherine, number 2, should we say number 2? Yeah, she doesn't deserve number 1 in this scenario, does she? We've got Katherine 1 who's receiving the messages and Katherine 2 who sent them. That's what we'll do. So Katherine 2 responds saying, the family I just married into is the only Asplundh family in the US. To which Katherine 1 said, I'm not American. I mean, could you not have just assumed that maybe it's just not American before you sent that message? Like, is Katherine 2 just oblivious to the fact that there's a whole world out there and it's not just the country that you're currently in? But this is where we can see how entitled Katherine 2 really is because she replies saying, do you have proof that that is your name? Would love to see that. Like, why does she need to give you a name? Even if it's not her name, which it does seem to be her name, but even if it's not, you can't just tell someone to, like, show you proof of their name and then report them to Instagram. That's not how it works. If she's not directly impersonating you, as in using your pictures on the account with the same name, she can call it whatever she wants. Like, do you think Instagram are gonna get rid of PewDiePie because his name's not actually PewDiePie? That's just not how it works. I mean, yeah, honestly, Katherine 1 shouldn't have even entertained this conversation because how are you just gonna ask a stranger to prove their identity to you? Like, No thanks. But Katherine 1 does respond and says, why do I have to send you any proof of who I am? This is my account, I've had it since 2018. I'm sorry we share the same name, but just because you got married doesn't mean you can have my username. Of course it doesn't. If you were nice, I would have considered giving it to you for free, but you weren't. I reported you for asking me to sell my account and another report for harassing me. Have a good day. And actually in the original post on Reddit it says, this happened today. I used this account to post and archive photos I don't want to post on my main account. I thought this was a scam at first. I would have given her my username for free, but her attitude threw me off. And I mean, you can imagine what the response to this was like, right? On Reddit and especially Twitter, like millions of people are seeing on Twitter, but people are just sat there thinking, how on earth is she going to message someone and try and take the username that is also their name just because she got married into their name? I mean, fair enough, send a message, ask the question, but if they say no, you leave it as that. You can't sit there and try and pressure someone into giving their username over to you and then start throwing accusations that their account is like fraud, you know, they're lying about their own name. And if they don't prove their name to you by showing ID, then you're gonna report them. It's such strange behavior. But with that being said, I do just want to make it 100% clear that if there is any billionaires out there that just so happen to be called Cal and Markie, I will sell you my Instagram name for like the small price of like 100k. What's that, like a tenner to you? I'll do it. I'll accept. I just want to put that out there. I am free to negotiate, okay? I want to make that 100% clear. But no, no seriousness, as you can imagine, a lot of people started going over to Katherine's social medias and leaving like comments and whatnot, which I don't think anyone should do. Just want to make that clear as well. But because of this, she is deleted like the comments of her videos. I mean, as we can see here, if we click on a random video, comments are turned off on TikTok. And in fact, over on the original Reddit post, people have started taking usernames that Katherine could also potentially want, which is a bit petty, but it's also a bit funny. I mean, as we can see here, someone has took the username Katherine D Asplundh because her middle name is Drisc, I believe. Someone has also took Kat Asplundh, like a bunch of people have took variations of the username that Katherine might want. And then even on top of that, people started doing more digging into the family, found out that they had to like pay, I think it was $80 million for a case that happened. Actually, let's have a read. Asplundh Tree Experts Co., one of the largest privately held companies in the United States, headquartered in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, pleaded guilty today to unlawfully employing aliens in connection with a scheme in which the highest levels of Asplundh management remained willfully blind, while lower level managers hired and rehired employees they knew to be ineligible to work in the United States. Following the guilty plea hearing today, Asplundh was sentenced to pay a forfeiture money judgment in the amount of $80 million and abide by the administrative compliance agreement as set forth by US Immigration Customs Enforcement, ICE, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, Philadelphia. The $95 million recovery, including $80 million criminal forfeiture money judgment and $15 million in civil payment, represents the largest payment ever levied in an immigration case. I mean, I obviously don't know a lot of the details regarding this case, but a lot of people brought it up on TikTok, so I thought I'd bring it up here as well. A lot of other people brought up the fact that they went to like school with Katherine and said that this is something that they would probably expect. And yeah, it just hasn't been a good couple of days for Katherine, to say the least. And she only really has herself to blame. She came across as very entitled in that conversation, and also just very ignorant for something that really doesn't matter. I mean, it's an Instagram handle at the end of the day. And actually, just to make this situation even more ironic, if you actually go over to Katherine's TikTok account, just a couple of months ago, she posted a video saying this.
Something else that low-key bothers me is when girls get married, and it's not even like 10 minutes after they're like do their vows, like they're like, oh, go on my Instagram, let me change my last name already. I'm probably gonna wait a couple months. I don't know. I just think it's like a little bit a lot when I see girls change it like before I even knew they were fucking married. Like, chill.
I mean, first things first, what a weird thing to be annoyed about. But secondly, she clearly doesn't think having your name changed on Instagram is that much of a big deal according to her videos. But the messages would suggest that she thinks it's a very, very big deal. I mean, she was trying to get someone's account deleted because of it, for goodness sake. So yeah, it kind of goes against what you're saying in this video, doesn't it? But yeah, either way, that's going to be it for the video. I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.